Shout out to every one of them. Anyways, Wizkid and Asake,
Yeah.
the partnership. Pictures here and there, getting paid with SARS on it together.
Yeah.
Symphonic with Red Bull. Wizkid came through for Asake as well.
Yeah.
Asake's latest post, or one of his latest posts on IG had him and Wiz behind in front of a private jet as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw a couple of videos of Wizkid saying Miami, I'm a link up later and everything. Even though fans have been doing the banter, I know I've seen a couple of banter of Wizkid is hanging around New York, so that maybe I check it out.
I saw that one. I want to laugh. Oh my God.
If I check it out, sure.
Yeah.
But of course, we know that Wiz is someone who loves Asake. Asake respects Wiz a lot. Even before Asake blew up proper. One interview he talked about Baba Bolu, Wiz, the only artist he ever looks up to, Wizkid. That's all. Simple. Period. And of course, years later, he's getting a chance to actually dine, at the same table with Wizkid at this time. And people have been asking, do these guys have an EP or a joint album coming soon? They've done 2 collaborations together. There's one Bad Girl, there's MMS.
Yeah.
Oh, 3 right now.
Okay.
And then there's one Getting Paid as well on SARS's
SARS,
SARS dope record. 3 collaborations together. And people think this guy have so much synergy, and we might actually be all right with an EP. What's the goal of this their partnership, Big Fella? What's the goal?
Even though I don't, it's hard, right? But of course, it's possible. It will now determine if, for example, Asake agrees, to that route. What's the route? You would ask me. That route is DJ Tunes, right? Because South Gidi will come out with DJ Maforisa. They've had that list of records for a long time. Right? All of a sudden, they decide to revive it. But in the end, how did it? I mean, it was via other people. They decided to release that. It's always going to be hard if you want to put such, projects like a Wizkid and say, oh, Wizkid X Asake sample EP. It's hard. There's so much red tapes around officially releasing records or doing EPs, joint EP like that. If they were both what's it called? If they're both, sorry, my bad. If they were both independent artists, of course, that with the click of a button, or if they were under the same label, but they're not, right? They're being pushed by different entities. So it's always going to be hard logistically to to bring that to life. I think what we'll be getting is just songs here and there, or if it's going to be an APO to be via somebody, and that somebody is Tunji.
DJ is always the vehicle for this kind of project. But a lot of people feel like they don't need to. It won't bang. It won't make sense. But personally, I disagree. I think that if you've seen MMS, you've seen or you listen to Bad Girl as well.
Yeah.
You've seen Getting Paid. You've listened to it, seen the video. It's a no-brainer that Asake and Wizkid are going to create bangers together.
They have a synergy together. Yeah, that's undeniable that they do have a synergy together. It's just wishful thinking from us, from fans. Of course, we would love to see something like that, but what's there to gain, really? Asake has barely dropped music for himself. Right? People, every single day, people are still waiting for the Money album. Right? Amazing. I think the priority for him is probably for him, Asake, to get moving again and start dropping new music. Right? Not this. I think more from what I see with this relationship is more of a a collabo that benefits both of them. Music wise, they've had dope music together. They performed it on stage together. So it's working for Wiz, it's working for Asake. And I think just that affiliation that both of them are cool and is good for both of their brands anyway. There's no issues as regards that. But I don't think they should take it to that next level of, let's do an EP together. Maybe then leave all those ones for artists whenever reach that level. We are trying.
Why? They could just do that for the culture. You don't think so?
But give me an example of some people on in the Nigerian context now, people who are as big as Asake and Wizkid who decided, oh, we're going to do an EP
That's
together.
why they could be the first to do it for the culture.
And too
We
much
should
red
be
tape
getting.
around it now. Too much thing. This is why it cannot happen. Like they're not independent artists, right? Maybe they have calendars of when they can do such. Like I can release an EP here, I can do this here. You know, as main artists, it's just I just don't see it working. I don't see it working. I think the best we get is just songs, and I don't think it's bad if we're getting songs now. Do you think it's bad if we're getting songs?
I don't think it's bad if we're getting songs, but it won't be it won't be bad as well if they can overcome those red tapes and try as
Mhm.
much as possible to give maybe a 3-pack like the South Giddy thing that Wiz and Maforisa tunes
Yeah.
also did.
I still don't
We
know what
get
it is my DJ Tunes they do for that EP, but go ahead anyway. I don't know what
one of
they
the
do.
producers of the well,
Yeah, yeah. Now,
the Wizkid influence, he had to just get in there
Mhm.
for his own for his discography as well. It is still a DJ Tunes EP at this time. So shout out to Tunes on that one. Now to Asake and Wizkid, still on them. Uh, I kind of think that if they can overcome the red tape, or a couple of red tapes around this whole thing,
Hmm.
it might be one significant moment in the history of Afrobeats.
Why?
Wizkid,
When we did
Asake
know why?
collaborate EP.
Why?
Well,
What's the benefit? What's it going to do for Afrobeats?
what's it going to do for Afrobeat?
Yeah,
It's just going to set. It's probably going to set a marker that it can be done, and other people can then follow
but
through
what are
the
the
line.
benefits? What are the benefits?
The benefit is it will show that it can be done, and the benefit is that for two big artists, they can combine together, share revenues, fans combine together. In fact, at some point, it could be a sort of a healing,
Waiting the heal.
a healing,
Let me talk.
a healing
You still
mechanism.
never tell me what this EP go do for Afrobeats. What is it going to do? Showing that it can be done. No
I drink
be
water first.
that's not a benefit of it. What are the
Benefit of
pros?
it. Oh,
What are the pros?
you're making
Before we
me
get
laugh.
to the
The
cons, what are the
benefit,
pros?
the pros of this is that it will show that it can be done. Final. Period.
That's not a pro.
It is.
How is it a pro? Who is it benefiting?
It is. It breaks a major barrier. If it breaks a
What
hurdle,
barrier?
it breaks the barrier of not having anyone who has done it before. If they do it, that's a benefit. That's the benefit. It just shows that it can be done.
That's not a benefit.
I
I
don't
don't
care.
think so. But yeah, go
I
on.
don't care.
You want to
Anyways,
perspire to Maguire here? We're not going to allow you.
what are the cons of it? If you don't see the pros, what are the cons of it?
If you don't tell me the pros, I can't tell you the cons.
You see yourself. Anyways, Wiz and Asake, I kind of think that they are, both good together. Like you said, maybe the singles will suffice for now. We
Hmm.
probably don't need
It's just an
maybe
affiliation, and I think it's good.
an EP.
If people know that Asake is affiliated. He's good. He's good with Wiz, good with
Mm,
Bonner because
yeah,
Bonner, had the
it's good
early
with David as well.
Bonner bought the early stocks, bought the
The
early stocks of
Sungba,
Asake. Yeah,
the Sungba remix
I
and
don't think
everything.
it's only David that hasn't really connected like that.
They have no
I know they've
competition.
done a song, but it's not. Compare that song to what Sungba is compared to what he has with Wiz. It's just David that hasn't really connected like that. So he sound forced. But apologies, but that's what it sounds forced to me. That's why I mean that the connection wasn't there.
I don't agree with you. With the
Mm.
fact that it sounds
No, I
forced.
agree with me. Yeah.
Anyways, what do you think now? Before we move on from them, the fans, a lot of fans or a lot of people, I won't
Yeah.
say fans right now, a lot of people are saying Wizkid is taking advantage of the Asake boss at the moment.
Well,
What do you think about that?
it's never ends well with people with all these things. These things are just agenda driven, comments by opposing fans. And what buzz could Ashake possibly have right now that you feel a Wiz is taking? The same Wiz that has been on a feature run that has been consistently hitting the top of different charts from features. Now that one,
Mhm.
now Ashake won't get buzz pass am for where? In which in which Make dem
In
go sit
which
down
year?
abeg. In which year? Níbo
Which
what's the name
year?
of that guy that Yoruba níbo níwájú ta ni àbí níwájú ta ni? When did that which year did that happen? When? Make dem go sit down abeg.
Anyways, me personally, I really, really love to see an Asake and Wizkid collaborative EP,
Yeah.
or the partnership or something, or maybe a clothing line or something,
Now you're talking. That could
there,
be a pro,
yeah,
not
yeah,
this all
yeah.
this hippie talk. Not this hippie talk you're
there,
coming with.
there, there has to be a goal to this partnership. There has to be something.
Yeah,
It,
true.
it shouldn't just it shouldn't just end at, oh, we linked up in New York, or uh I went to the Red Bull Symphony, together.
Yeah.
It shouldn't just end at that. There should be something a bit monumental. So I feel like, maybe a clothing line, maybe,
Even something more monumental than clothing line. A
yeah,
collaboration that goes beyond music. Goes
yeah, that
beyond
goes
music.
beyond
Yeah.
foundation, maybe a music academy. It could be something major in Nigeria.
No, make
Asake and
make any of
Wizkid,
those ones
you
for
know.
Aspire to Maguire people.
But yeah, I would really love to see the goal of this friendship,
Yeah.
this partnership, this this whole, yeah,
Collaboration.
it has to lead somewhere for the benefit of not just them alone, but for the benefit of Afrobeat in general.
True.
It is what I would really love to see. Shout out to Asake, and of course to Wizkid.